To our channel. Today we are going to start the third volume of anatomy, that is the head and neck. So first we are going to start with the skull. So this is an introduction video for skull. Okay, so in skull actually you have total of 28 bones. So total you have 28 bones. The skull is divided into two parts. One is the neurocranium, okay, and the other one is the facial bones. So like this, the skull is divided into this type. So total you have 28 bones. So first we will see the different bones of the skull. So before that we need to understand what is the subdivision of this bones, which are paid, which are unpaid. Okay, so first we'll start with the calvaria. So actually the skull is divided into calvaria or brain box. So what is a calvaria or brain box? In which actually our brain is sitting, so that's why it is a brain box. It is a upper part of cranium which mainly encloses the brain. And the next one is the facial skeleton. Okay, so this in this cranium, neurocranium is also called as calvaria or brain box, facial skeleton. Okay, so now in this calvaria or brain box you have totally 5 paid structures, 5 paid and 4 unpaid. So what are those 5 paid? The 5 paid structures are parietal bones which are present on two sides, so it is parietal, and temporal upon near your cheek side area you have two temporal bones, and also you have malleus malleus incusate bones of ear. So malleus is also paid, incus is also paid, stapes, so all the 3 bones of ear are paid. Okay, so these are all the paid bones. So count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 5 paid bones in the calvaria or brain box. So what are the unpaid structures? The unpaid are frontal. If you say frontal bone, it is a single bone. And you have an occipital on the back side, which is also a single bone. And you have a sphenoid. Sphenoid, it's a butterfly shaped bone. So it is also a single bone. And coming to ethmoid, ethmoid is present in between the frontal bone. There will be a middle space. There the ethmoid will go and sit. So that is also a single bone. So these are the single unpaid bones, and these are the paid bones of calvaria. So we have got the calvaria. Now let us see in face what bones you are having. So in face you are having total 14 bones. So 14 bones in face, and here the paid bones are 6 in number and the unpaid are 2. So what are those? The 6 paid bones are maxilla. Maxilla you have 2 bones, and you have zygomatic cheekbones. These are also 2 on 2 sides, and you have nasal bones 2 on 2 sides, and lacrimal is actually present on your inside your bony eye socket. If you see the side, towards the side you'll have lacrimal, very thin bone. There are also 2. And you have a palatine bone are also 2. Actually they are back of hard palate. Okay, and next you have inferior nasal concha. If you know one thing, that the inferior nasal concha is a different bone, but the middle nasal concha and the superior nasal concha, they are part of the ethmoid bone itself. That is very important. Only inferior nasal concha is a separate bone. Now coming to 2 unpaid bones. The 2 unpaid bones are mandible, it is unpaid, single bone. Vomer is also a single bone. You can see vomer if you turn the skull towards backside, and if you see from below you can see clearly vomer between, and also you can see the 2 nasal apertures there. Okay, so single vomer. So like this you need to draw a flowchart. So total 28 bones, neurocranium forming bones, and facial bones. Facial bones are 14, and the remaining are, you can count 14 means here you have 8 plus 8, 16 bones. So this is the bones of the skull. So this is just an introduction to understand like how many bones are there. Okay. So now let us understand the joints of the skull. Actually the skull joints are mainly called as sutures, and there are of like three types of sutures. So you can see here this is called as coronal suture, which is connecting the frontal bone with the two parietal bones. Okay, and this is a sagittal suture, which is connecting the two parietal bones with the frontal bone. And on back side here this is a lambdoid suture, which is connecting the two parietal bones with the one occipital bone. So these are the three types of sutures. Here the sutures are only joints for the skull bones. Okay, and in this diagram, coming to this diagram, you need to see what is called as Reitz baseline. So this is the Reitz baseline. It is nothing but you should put 2 points. Put the first point in the infraorbital margin, that is below the orbit, infraorbit. Okay, this point. Another point just put above the external acoustic meatus. Join the line and you will get the Reitz baseline. And there is another line called Frankfurt's line. So Frankfurt line, also put 1 point at the same infraorbit margin, and the other point you should put now above the external acoustic meatus, and join this line. You will get a Frankfurt's horizontal plane. Okay, so these are the two lines you need to see. And now we'll understand how to study the skull, the method of studying skull. So if you see the skull from superiorly, it is called as norma verticalis. So this view, this is a norma verticalis view. Okay, and if you see the skull from front side, that is where you have your eyes, teeth, that is called norma frontalis. And if you see now this view, this is called norma lateralis view, because you are seeing from lateral side. And if you see the skull from back side, that is called as norma occipitalis, on the back side, right? So next you have one more thing, that if you turn the skull like this and if you see from back side, that is norma basalis. So these are the five, you can see here total 5 types of study of skull. So we have divided the study of skull into 5 types. So that's it. This is just an introduction to see what are the bones and everything. And one more thing I forgot to say about the temporal bones. If you see on the sides laterally, you will see the temporal bones. They are also paired bones. And temporal bones, this outside part which you are seeing now, this is called squamous part of temporal bone. And if you flip the temporal bone and see from inside, that is called as serous part of temporal bone. Okay. So we will see of course about every bone in detail in further videos. So this is just an introduction. Next we'll start with the exterior of the skull. Exterior is nothing but you study all these bones, exterior bones. Interior means you will take this bone cap, you will remove this calvaria, and if you see from inside, that is the interior view. Okay.